with another character video. So in this video, we're going to do a physical activity that we use in one of our character classes. The physical activities, again, aren't directly related to the definition of character, other than the fact that physical activities can be really challenging to do, and the things that you have to bring out of yourself, the spirit, the endurance, the ambition, the tenacity to be able to do some of these activities, that does develop character. So over time, these classes of character in our dojo for the champion children ages 7 through 10, they just get kids to understand what it's like to work hard, sometimes what it's like to fail, and it's all failing safe, so they're understanding in a very safe way that sometimes things don't always go their way. And then of course how to succeed, but how to succeed with humility and not brag about it to other people when maybe the other people have their failures, okay, at the same time as your success. All right, so the activity we're going to do today is we're going to do slapping out and getting back to our feet. We're going to try to do that really quick, okay? So you want to make sure your environment's super clear and safe. There's nothing around. Obviously, if you're doing this at home, no tables, no couches, nothing you can bump your head on or hurt your back on or anything like that, okay? So be very safe. So we'll cover what slapping out is real quick. We have a video on that. I believe it's actually in our Level 1 Adult playlist on our YouTube channel. But we'll cover it real quick here. So to slap out, slapping out just means stopping the momentum of a fall. Okay, so a break fall is how you do that. Slapping out is just a version of a break fall. There's many break falls. Okay, so in slapping out, we're going to start from a sitting position. All right, so I'm going to sit right here. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep my teeth together, so I don't clank my teeth together when falling or bite my tongue. And I'm going to keep my chin down on my chest. So when I roll back, my head is safe. Number one thing to protect when you're rolling or falling, always your head, okay? All right, so I'm gonna roll back, keeping a hold of my legs. I'm just gonna practice rolling and then popping back up, okay? Just to show that I have control over my momentum. So I'm gonna draw back and pop back up, just like that. Now the slap out describes the hands coming out to the side to slap the floor. So I use the palms of my hands, not the backs of my hands where it's bony, where it's ligament and tissue. Okay, I use where there's muscle and there's padding on the palms, so that way it doesn't hurt my hands. I don't break anything, okay? I'm gonna not let my elbows touch the floor. When I slap out, my elbows are actually off the floor and only the hands touch. So the last thing I'll say is, when you roll, as soon as your spine right between your shoulder blades touches the floor, your upper back, that's when it'll trigger the hands to come straight out perpendicular to your body and slap the floor. Breathe out when you slap, okay? Right there, again. Right there, okay. So you can start the slap outs now more from like a catcher's position in baseball, so that squatting position. You can even do it for more like a chair sit position here, and you can do it from a standing position. No matter what position you do it in, make sure that you're always squatting and then rolling, that you're not actually just timbering down like a tree that just got chopped down and falling flat, okay? We want to be able to control momentum in our fall and do this safely. So what I'm going to do, from the standing position, I'll just take it way up here, but I suggest starting progressively from the ground and working your way up just like I showed you, okay? So from right here, I'm just going to squat down, my hips are going to drop to my heels. As soon as that happens, I will roll back, keeping my head protected, and I will slap out on the floor. Right there, okay? Try it again. Ready? So I'm going to slap out by dropping down, squatting, roll back. Right there. Good. Okay. So the next challenge then in this character building exercise is the get up. Okay? Getting up fast is just as important oftentimes as falling down safely. Okay? Because if it is a self-defense situation, or heck, even just running the bases in baseball and you fall down, you got to get up and get to home plate and score that winning run for your team. Getting up, there's a certain tactic to it, and we want to do it quickly, okay? So the best way to get up, and we'll start this obviously from down here, the best way to get up is to start from sort of this reclining, relaxed position, okay? And we're going to prop ourselves up on an elbow, as if I was just hanging out, relaxing, talking to someone, having a conversation, okay? I'm going to use my elbow to prop me up. I can use my free hand to put on the floor to help prop me up. And then I'm going to draw my legs in under my body. So from right here, I'm going to pull my legs in so that one of my knees is on the floor, The other foot is on the floor. Now I can use my legs to stand up while my hands are free. So I can use my hands to punch, to block, or just to wave to somebody as I'm standing up, okay? So our legs were meant to make us go up and down. Our legs were meant to move us forward and backwards. Our hands were meant for other things. And that's what we're trying to use them for during this get up, okay? So trying again. You can do this either side. You can do it on the right side or the left side, doesn't really matter, okay? So the side that's on the floor, that elbow is propping me up. Other leg is extended. My free hand comes down to the floor. I'm going to use my elbow and my free hand to quickly give my hips some room off the floor so that my legs can retract underneath my hips and just draw in. Hands go up. Legs stand up. Boom. Ready to go. Okay? All right. So, what you can do, have some fun at home with each other, with parents, with your siblings. See who can do the get up the fastest. I wouldn't work on the slap out the fastest. I would work on the slap out just properly and in time. Take your time with it. But see who can get up the fastest, okay? So maybe whoever's working on this, you guys can drop down, do your slap out, roll to your side, and then when you hear that ready, set, go, get the hand down, pull the legs up, stand back up, ready to go, okay? So you can do that as a race, character building, honest, who won, be honest, let them decide for themselves instead of an outside judge deciding, okay? That'll work on sincerity and humility. But also too, you can do this maybe 10 times in a row. It's pretty tiring to drop down and stand back up over and over and over again. You can work on it however many times you want, okay? You can put any combination of time and repetition together to make this a really challenging character building exercise. The last thing I'll say about this particular physical thing, I think something that Rocky Balboa said in his movie once was, you know, life ain't about how many times you get knocked down, it's about how many times you get back up. So keeping in mind with that philosophy, this is a perfect physical example of exactly how we do that, okay? So let's try it one more time together, and then you guys can work on this at home, okay? So from right here, I'm going to cross the arms, use my legs to lower me down, roll back nice and safe, slap out, turn myself to the side. I'll let myself be fully extended here just because it's a little more difficult, okay? Helps me practice the skill better. Elbows on the floor, hand comes to the floor, legs underneath, pop up, okay? All right, one more time. Okay, make it a little sequence. All right, let me know how that goes.